Throughout the last years, I've been traveling quite a lot with my filmmaking gear for different types of filmmaking projects. And in this video, I want to show you what gear I use while traveling, which cases, which backpack I use to store all my gear safely. Traveling with filmmaking gear can be annoying, can be challenging, and not that comfortable. And I think throughout the last years, traveling for different types of projects, I found a system which is organized, where all gear has its own place and where it's also comfortable to travel with. This case is not really that big. We will speak about the case and also my backpack later in this video, and we will speak about the cameras I use. Just everything I need, from audio to organizing the stuff, to cameras, to gimbals, whatever it is. I also have 2 Amaran lights in this case. So let's directly jump into the video and let's speak about the tech I use traveling as a 90-year-old filmmaker. For disclosure, I bought every piece of gear I will speak about in this video with my own money, except the FX30. This camera is recording or filming me right now, and this camera was gifted to me. Basically, I won this camera in a contest. So let's start by opening this case. So before I jump straight into speaking about the products I store in the case and in the backpack, I want to speak with you about the case and the backpack, so that you know which case and which backpack I use. Most of my gear is stored in the Pili 1560. This case is for me the best balance between size and storage space, basically. So this case isn't the biggest one, but it also has a ton of space to store gear. If you googled once for this type of case, you probably heard something about the Pili 1510 case, because this case is basically the most popular case for traveling with filmmaking gear. And the cool thing about the Pili 1510 case is that this can be hand luggage in airplanes. I chose the 1560 case instead of the 1510 case because the 1560 case has around 44 liters of space and the 1510 around 27 liters of space, and yeah, I just need a bit more space than the 1510 would give me. Inside my backpack I store my MacBook Pro with M1 Pro chip and my iPad. So with the iPad I have the possibility to just give the iPad to the client, and he is then seeing the clean feed of my camera on a bigger monitor, and that's just really comfortable. This is my perspective when I opened the case. You so far see that there is one gimbal, that we have here one Blackmagic camera and different types of bags. And my first action after opening the case is to take these bags here and to hang them up here. I'm doing it also with this one. For example, if I'm filming something here behind in the garden, I would have the possibility to go here and let's say, okay, I need a different tool kit to expand a tripod or something like this. Then I could just go in here and take whatever I need. While I researched for the best case to store all my gear, I came across the Kurt Bag product. These are designed to organize and store professional film gear. At first I wasn't 100% sure if they are the right tool for me to organize my gear, and they are basically just fancy bags. But the possibility to label the bags, for example with audio or media, and the fact that the front element is transparent makes it easy for me to store and organize gear. That being said, let's speak about audio and the accessories I travel with. For audio, I'm traveling with the Sennheiser MKE 600 microphone. Then I'm also having the Sony onboard microphone, the B1M. Then I have a transmission kit for lavalier microphones to also have this option. As I said in the beginning, I'm also traveling with 2 Amaran 60X lights, which are, for my use cases, they're strong enough. And I said I'm also storing one gimbal. This is the Ronin Ares 2 Pro gimbal, and I'm very happy with this one. This space is for lenses. Then we have here the FX30. Here it's space for the DJI Mini 2 drone. This is basically my go-to drone. It's very, very small. If you look at it, it's basically no weight and no space basically needed for this drone. And then we have the controller also here, and this one is also stored here. And then we have two different bags. Here is stored audio, and then we have accessories and other stuff. Here, this space can be changed basically, because right now I'm not traveling with lights. Here is now the DJI Ronin RS2 Pro gimbal, but if I'm using lights, then two M1 60X lights are stored here. And then last but not least, here is the monitor I'm using with my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. This monitor is very cool because it's also a transmitter for a video feed, so I can use another Holyland Mars M1 to see the feed, or an iPad or an iPhone, something like that. So now we spoke basically about all products I use while traveling as a filmmaker, but we haven't spoke about the cameras I use. This is the Sony FX30, a camera which is so cool actually. I thought my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, which is filming right now, would be so much better. That being said, I'm completely happy to have both tools, because I love and truly like both cameras. I like the FX30 for the flexibility it is giving me, for the flip screen, for the mounting points, all this stuff, and also the lens option with the E-mount. It's just great. But to have the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K to shoot raw 6K, to have slightly better colors, in my point of view, it's very nice to have just both actually. So let's also speak just shortly about the lenses I use on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K. I'm using basically the old 18-35 f1.8 Sigma lens, which is for also the things I do very nice, because it just can be also cut together with the Sony camera, then using the Tamron 17-70 lens f2.8. This is so versatile. It's basically a kit lens on steroids, I think, with the f2.8 aperture, and also the possibility to zoom basically from 24 to 70 on full frame. The second lens I'm using with my FX30 is the 10-18mm f4 Sony lens, and I'm also happy with this lens to have a flexibility to shoot vlogging style stuff and also wide angle shots in general. These were all the products I use while shooting my client work, my documentaries, the short films. If you want to see what products I done lately or I done in the past, check out my website, which is linked down in the description. You can also click to the affiliate links, which are listed down to all the products I spoke about in this video. This will support the channel. I'm very happy that you made it to the end. Take care. See you in the next one.